Hello dear students. So we will be proceeding with the chapter 11 Paths to Modernization, and we will discuss more about the modernization of Japan. The Meiji Constitution was based on a restricted franchise and created a diet. What was this diet? It is a Japanese term which used by the German word for a parliament because the influence of German legal ideas. As we all know that right from World War I, Japan was very much influenced by the German policies, and almost whatever Germany was up to, Japan was always shaking hands with Germany and doing it. So the leaders who brought about the imperial restoration continued to exercise power and even established political parties. And between, say, around 1918 and 1931, popularly elected ministers, they formed the cabinets. And the emperor was the commander of the forces, and from 1890, this was interpreted to mean that the army and the navy had independent control. So in this way, the strengthening of the military together with the expansion of Japan's colonial empire was connected with the fear that Japan was at the mercy of the Western powers. So this fear was used to silence the opposition to military expansion and to higher taxes to fund the armed forces. So similarly, like what Germany did, Japan also very much emphasized on framing the army and making the army strong so that the people are afraid of you. Now, more about the westernization and tradition. In the initial stages, what happened, the successive generations of Japanese intellectuals had different views on Japan's relations with other countries. For example, like USA and Western European countries were at the highest point of civilization. But there is an intellectual who is named as Fukuzawa. Fukuzawa emphasized that, Meiji intellectual, he expressed by saying that Japan must expel Asia. And expel Asia means should be leading the Asian countries. He meant that Japan must shed its Asian characteristics because we are discussing what Japan was up to was totally, taking up all the Western cultures and Western systems and traditions and following exact Western pattern. But Fukuzawa, he emphasized that Japan must not forget about its Asian cultures and characteristics also. In the coming up generations, they questioned that total acceptance of Western idea is not proper and urged that national pride be built on indigenous values. The people the indigenous people of Japan who hold the values of the original Japan, that should also be a topic of pondering on. Daily life, if you talk about Japan's transformation into a modern society, can be seen also in the changes in everyday life. As I had already discussed, that the patriarchal household system comprised many generations, great-grandfather, grandfather, father and his children living together under the control of the head of the house, which was always a male. But as more people became affluent and new ideas of family spread, slowly Japan started converting into a nuclear family system. In a nuclear family system, husband and wife, they both lived as breadwinner and both were treated as homemaker. So this new concept of domesticity in turn generated demands for new type of domestic goods. For example, like the rice cooker, the American grill or the toaster, these were made available in the houses of Japan. Now, if you talk about how did Japan overcome modernity, Then state-centered nationalism was found full expression in the year 1930s and 1940s as Japan launched wars to extend its empire in China and even on the other parts of Asia. A war that merged into the Second World War, like after Japan attacked USA at Pearl Harbor. You know that we have already discussed, I have shared reference videos also, that the first blunder what Japan did was attacking the naval base which was there on the Pacific Ocean of Pearl Harbor, and attacking, the aerial bombing was done. And in return, when US, America, targeted Japan by attacking with atom bomb like in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that not only brought the defeat of the defeat of Japan in World War II, but also the slowly degradation that time. But ultimately, we have seen that Japan was continuously at the same pace. Japan was progressing. The modernization did not stop. There is a Japanese philosopher, Nishitani Keiji. Nishitani, he defined Japan modern system is based on 3 streams, he said. He said that the Renaissance, the Protestant Reformation, and the rise of natural science are the 3 streams which has made Japan what Japan is now today. And definitely, the moral, what Nishitani argued, that the Japan's moral energy had helped it escape colonization, and it was its duty to establish a new world order, a greater East Asia. For this, a new vision was necessary, and that would integrate science and religion, which Japan could do with the help of Renaissance, Protestant Reformation, and picking up natural sciences. And then only it led to the development of rational and scientific thinking, reasoning and questioning spirit of inquiry and free exchange of ideas of Japan. So after that, till date, Japan is considered to be one of the developed countries. So in this way, the modernization of Japan happened. So we are over with the modernization of Japan today. I'm concluding the class, and we will proceed the chapter with China from the next class onwards. Thank you so much, children. God bless you all.